subscribe. Tariq Radio. Watch and subscribe.
Ibrahim Traore is a self-proclaimed Pan-African.
Yeah, but he's about to sell the country's revenue. Look, he's about to sell out to the Russians right now.
Yeah,
Is he not?
you guys just come with so much hate.
No,
Just
that's a
just
true statement. Look,
congratulate the man. I
the
know
man.
I
No,
know black
listen, listen.
Americans don't own a I know y'all guys
Hold
don't
on,
have no sovereign
revenue,
country,
revenue,
but be
revenue,
proud
revenue,
of a black man that control
revenue,
his country and
revenue.
his
I've been saying it.
resources.
Hold on, revenue. I've been talking about the Burkina Faso situation before anybody else. You can go back and check any of the past lives. I've been bringing it up because I've been watching the situation. He's been doing great. The only thing I criticized him on was why would you bring the Russians in? And then the deal they're talking about securing with the Russians is a non-combatant deal, meaning they will not support them in combat. Like, what are
They
you talking? That doesn't make any sense.
what are you talking about? The Russians are selling them aircrafts, fighter jets. They
No, they're
just they
selling them
just closed a
radars.
nuclear deal with the whole
No, no,
Sahel
no. That's
countries and
energy.
including Nigeria.
Bro,
So
that's
what are you
energy.
talking about? Yeah,
That's an
yeah.
energy deal. Again, you're not reading the deals. Y'all see, oh, Russians. No, it's a nuclear
Yeah,
energy deal.
energy deal. What's the problem?
That's not nuclear
The
weapons.
man control his country, his control his
Oh my God! In exchange for
the
what?
gold
But watch this. In
refineries.
exchange for what though? What are they giving the Russians?
They're giving them support. They giving them economic chances. What's the
No, they're
problem?
giving them gold.
Okay. Even if they are giving them gold for exchange for military help
It's
or
not
to
military help. It's radars. Go look at it. It's not an arms deal.
brother,
Y'all don't look this, and
Are Africans
this is
supposed
what kills me about you guys. You guys don't actually look at what they're saying. They're giving them radars. They're not
but
giving them. They're not giving them air defense missiles. They're not doing that. They're giving
you
them
sure? Are you
radars.
sure about that, brother? I could put a source in the back and show you all the
Take
military.
take a close look at what they're doing. It's radars.
Brother, I could put a source in and show the helicopters, the aircrafts.
Okay, you
The
know what? All right, you know what? Let's do it this way, right? Do you think that the
bro,
Russians
you
are
gotta stop
predatory?
lying, Dan. You gotta stop
I'm
lying,
not
man.
lying. I just you're not
You
understanding me. I
guys
can
lied the
explain it.
other day, and people had to correct y'all about Denmark,
Revenue,
BC.
revenue, revenue. I can
Tariq
explain it
lied
to you.
about
Revenue,
how the blood started in New York, and
revenue,
people had to correct them
revenue,
on that.
Oh,
revenue. I can
You gotta
explain it
stop
to you.
lying.
I can explain it to you, but I cannot understand it for you. Do you think that the Russians are predatory?
Do I think the Russians are what?
Predatory.
No,
You don't think the Russians aren't predatory?
no.
Mother Russia, the Soviets,
What can you show some examples how they predatory?
Ukraine.
Okay, Ukraine, they're going to war with Ukraine. That's a former ally of them that NATO is trying to bring in, and they won't allow it. So, what do you bring that up for?
Do you understand the
You think
significance of what's
America
going?
would allow
I don't
America
think
wouldn't
you
even allow Cuba
understand.
to be a communist country?
I don't think you understand the history
Did the
of
Russians ever
Russia.
enslave Africans?
I don't think you understand the history
Did the Russians
of
ever
Russia.
enslave Africans?
And you brought up Cuba. You understand that was only a geopolitical thing, right?
hold on, wait. What about Russians enslaving Africa? What does that mean?
The Russians never enslaved
Because
Africans.
they didn't have access to the sea like that. That's why. It was
He didn't even know that.
yeah, he don't it wasn't because of a moral thing. I know you ain't trying to say they
He didn't even know that.
didn't
Yo.
have access to the sea. That's the only reason.
You're using speculation. You don't
No,
know.
that's the truth. That's what
What
this
you
war in
You don't
Ukraine is
know it.
about. The
So why
sea.
wasn't they involved in?
nation, you nigga, you have a map? What do you mean? They don't have access to the sea like that.
They're a landlocked nation.
This land
That's why they go to war with the Ukraine.
they couldn't
You didn't know that?
transport your ass. They couldn't transport nobody. That's why, not because of a moral thing. Come on.
Wait, Tariq. Now you're not African descent.
Oh, stop it. Okay, here we go. Wait, hey, what about Oprah Winfrey? No, we ain't doing.
And
No.
I wanted to ask you too. What is a
You was
generic
just talking about the
African?
Russian.
Stop with that weird deflecting bullshit. Here he go with this old weird ass deflecting. When he gets stomped down, this fool didn't know that Russia was landlocked. he tried to give them props for not having slavery. Stop.
Yeah, but you're saying that's the reason why they didn't. That's just speculative. That's just speculative.
Speculative.
No, that's just
How
that's just common sense.
how were they going? How would Russia do slavery in the 1600s? How would they do it?
Is Germany landlocked? Is what else country was involved? Let's just start with Germany's a landlocked country, and they was involved in the slave trade. So I don't understand what's your point in saying that. It's plenty of landlocked countries that was involved in
Hey,
in
I
the
got a
slave
question
trade.
for you, Greg. I got a question for you. Is it easy to transport shit across Russia?
Is it easy to transport shit? I'm not 100% sure.
I know you're not. That's why you don't know what you're talking about, bro. Like, listen, look. All right, I'll spell it for you, right? The
You guys is
Russians.
Monday morning
No,
quarterback. The
I got
fact
you,
is
brother. I
Russia
got you.
Russia was never involved in the slave trade. You could do your Monday morning quarterback and then
Look,
say, oh,
listen,
because they was
listen,
landlocked.
listen.
Well, Germany was landlocked and they was involved in the slave trade and carving up Africa.
So, do you believe that Muammar Gaddafi deal with the Russians was the same as Ibrahim's?
No, every deal is different.
Yeah, I know because that deal was
It,
actually
it-
a legit deal.
okay, and what is the point about Muammar Gaddafi?
What I'm telling you is this, right? Ibrahim is going the opposite way of Gaddafi. And although it does seem like getting old, helicopters and radars and stuff from the Russians seems like, oh, this is support. It's not support. It's supposed to look like that on the surface. It's a way for them to project strength because even right now the Russians really can't help anybody else out. They even calling on help from North Korea to help with this Ukrainian problem. But that aside, I see African nations do this a lot where they trade one master for another, and he referred to the Russians as friends. Now I've been watching the situation because I'm like, oh, this nigga finna get duped again, and I'm thinking to myself, he has to know better. And I was like, I'm trying to figure out like why the hell is he doing this, and I don't know what he has going on. But the fact that he's stockpiling gold like he should, it doesn't make sense to just hand it shit over to the Russians. It doesn't make sense. And the thing is, that's just the story that you guys are focusing on right now. If you
Russia
look at
is Russia
all the
is
other,
Russia are the Sahel allies. Those are Russia is their
that's
allies.
an ally. What combatant pact do you guys have with Russia?
They don't have a combatant pact. They don't have a
Okay,
military
so if they
pact.
don't have a combatant pact, right? You know what that means? That means if France decides, you know what, we're gonna go in and protect our investment because under international law they actually are okay to do that because they actually have a deal with them. They can literally go in, and since it was a coup, they did violate international law. They can easily deem Ibrahim a war criminal, and that'd be very easy for them to do because they basically control the damn UN. If they do that, they could literally declare war, go in and kill him, and there's nothing anybody, including the Russians, would do about it.
Right.
The only reason they're not doing it now is because they don't want the backlash because France is considered a colonization country and it's a former colony and it looks really, really bad for the public.
Russia did more with Ibrahim Traore than France did their whole existence in Africa.
You know what? Whatever, bro. Whatever helps you sleep better, I guess. Do you
So,
think it's worth
so
all the
I don't
gold?
understand. You FBAs are just supportive of white supremacy, white.
We're not supporting lies. And by the way, you said Germany was in the slave trade. Germany wasn't really in the slave trade. Germany didn't even exist as a nation state until 1871. So you're too easy to debunk. Some of the shit you just be saying, it's like talking to a damn 3-year-old sometimes, man. Well, and I'm not trying to denigrate you. I try to have intelligent conversation, but the shit, boy, you just be spewing shit and then changing the subject, and then you get debunked. And brother Dan is cooking your ass, and then you start changing.
Tariq, you lied the other day. Said Denmark VC not from St. Thomas.
Yeah, he
Nobody agrees with that.
no.
The consensus say he was born in St. Thomas.
And there's people saying that he was born in West Africa. So yeah,
Yeah, that's a French theory.
the- and
Just like you lied.
born in St. Thomas is a theory. That's it's not proven. He became a foundational Black American. We know that, and he was stomping with other foundational Black Americans. We know that for a fact. And
So now Caribbeans could be found.
he, what was Caribbean about him? He wasn't a part of Caribbean culture. Caribbean culture didn't even exist at that time. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay. So now you could be born in the
Trying to say such and such as Haitian who was born in the 1700s. Haiti didn't exist until 1804. Saint Domingue and Haiti are two different things, two different cultures, sir. You understand? Y'all try to mix up history like we don't know. All right. So yeah, stop.
FBA didn't exist till 2018, 2019.
No, no. We've always existed here on this land.
Show me a document from the 1800s talking about the FBA.
Show me one from the 1700s that says African American.
Yeah, I can show you that in the 1800s.
Show me
I
one.
can show you newspaper articles. Give me a second. I'll
Oh,
show you
no,
to you right now.
it's 1700s.
Not the
All
1700s,
right,
the 1800s.
get your ass up then. There we go. All right.
So show me a FBA in the 1700s.
No. Show me.
Yeah, there are plenty of. What are you talking about?
Show me a documentation, somebody referring to themselves as a foundational or native Black
So,
American
so
in this country.
my grandmother's birth certificate
I
said.
could show you people subscribing to describing themselves as
So real quick,
African,
real quick.
the Free
The
African
birth
School,
certificate
the
says
African
New York.
Methodist Church, the Free African Society. It's plenty of, and it's plenty of newspaper article.
But we were always listed as Black American, and our status has always been foundational. So just because the foundational part wasn't on the birth certificates or the census records, the Black American part was. So the foundational part is there anyway. So we're just acknowledging the status now. So we've always been foundational Black American, sir. See how that works?
No, this is a new thing that you made up in 20.
No, African American was a new thing, right? And they started to apply.
No, that exists in the
No,
1800s.
it didn't.
Sorry.
No, it didn't. It didn't exist in the 16 and 17. It did, when this country was formed, nobody was calling themselves no damn African American. That wasn't used at all. At all. And even when Jesse Jackson and those folks in the DNC brought us African American, most Black folks weren't even using that then. We still, older Black folks never used that shit. So yeah, don't
How can I put the newspaper article and you can see if
matter because you've already been debunked. So just take the L and just eat you some Bammy and just keep it pushing. So you already took an L. You ain't got to waste time.
so so now
So
so now,
nothing. So nothing. So look, African American, that was something that was later. Thank you, Dan. Thank you for the call, Dan. That was something that was later applied. And foundational Black American, that's what we're applying to our foundational Black American ancestors. All right.
yeah. So
And the lineage ain't new. We're just reclaiming our status. See how that works? Huh? Come on, revenue. You see how that works, sir?
you can't superimpose your ideology
In an
on.
ideology? No. Lineage. No matter what my ideology is, my lineage is rock solid, and yours ain't.
No, your lineage is African, just like the people subscribe.
Everybody's lineage is African. Everybody's lineage is African. Papua New Guinea is African by lineage if you're gonna go there.
No, they
Yeah.
group didn't develop.
Fiji is African. They told me that. They said, hey, we go back to, we can trace our shit back to Africa. Yeah, everybody's African as far as that's concerned, but I'm foundational Black American and you're not. That's where my lineage goes. Ideology,
to,
nothing to.
to Tariq, in the science world,
No, 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 no.
you know,
No. In the real world, my lineage goes back to the founding of this country. I am not an immigrant like you, sir. You are an immigrant. Nobody in my family's an immigrant. That ain't got nothing to do with ideology. That's history. Brother McCall, hop on in here, please. Brother McCall.
yeah, the U.S. government called you a immigrant up until 1868. So
They ain't never called us no immigrant. No, they did.
you wasn't a citizen. Your family wasn't a citizen until 1860.
How we weren't citizens and we could vote all the way in the 1600s. We could vote in the 1600s and the 1700s. How the hell we weren't citizens? Yes, we were. Brother McCall, let me get Brother McCall. Brother McCall, hop on in here.
Greetings, great minister of code. How art thou?
Good, brother. How are you?
Excellent, excellent. Just living the dream and winning.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind if I have a second with Mr. Revenue?
Absolutely. Go ahead, brother.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Revenue, how are you?
I say, King, how you doing, King?
I'm good there, brother. You're pretty passionate. Got a lot of energy, and it's good to hold these debates because I mean there are no losers. You know, enlightenment, everyone wins.
Yeah, but
Are
when
you
you
familiar
debunk
with?
when you debunk people, they kind of lose. But I understand your point though.
Okay, are you familiar with the Balto Slavic?
Yes,
Okay, where were they from?
from the steppes of Russia.
Okay, there you go. Are you familiar with the invasion of the Sea People?
Are you talking about the Phoenicians into Africa or the Middle East? The
Okay,
sea
so the
people that came from
Phoenicians.
Greece? Yes, I'm
Okay,
familiar
that's
with the sea
I
people
see.
that came from Greece.
No, 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 no. Okay, so the Phoenicians are those who came from what we would call today Eritrea and Yemen, and they were, of course, melanated.
The sea people
The
came from
sea
Europe.
people,
The sea people came
right?
from Europe. They not come from
They
Africa.
came from the steppes. They came from the steppes of Europe, the Eurasian steppes, what you just mentioned, right?
Yeah.
These were the first, right? I mean, you're there. I mean, I'm impressed. You know history. These were the ancient Russians. The modern Russians, what you will call Russians today, in addition to the modern so-called Mongoloid types, were the Sea People. They were the first to invade what you will call today the lands of the blacks. So just a little knowledge for you. Thank you, brother Tariq, for the opportunity to speak to our brother Revenue.
Man,
I'll land.
appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Let me get brother Xavier in the building. Brother Xavier.
Hey, how you doing, Tariq?
Hey, Xavier, how are you, brother?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm just kind of trying to hold up my breakfast from listening to this bushmeat liar. It's a trip. But here's the thing about them Russians, man. See, one of the things that most people don't
Your
seem to
people ate
understand.
bushmeat too. They cook possums, cook
Yeah,
deers,
wonderful.
rabbits,
Yeah, yeah, wonderful.
alligators.
Yeah,
Yeah, you a
wonderful. Have a
bushmeat
coke
eater
and
too.
have a coke and a smile and shut the fuck up. But anyway,
Yeah,
the
your people is
situation being
bushmeat
is
eater
it's
too.
like when it comes to these Russians and everything, one of the things that's not really covered is like the Russians were at that Berlin conference
Mm-hmm.
that divided up Africa. That's one. Second thing, they forget that Putin also tried to give sanctuary to those Boer farmers from South Africa before you during what is it, Trump's first term. They were like, hey, look, they're trying to do white genocide. Yeah. Oh, we'll give the South Africans asylum, sanctuary, and land to farm. Putin
Okay,
did that.
are you mad at
Now,
Trump for
next
giving
thing
white?
is next
Mm-hmm. Oh,
when
Xavier is average. Go ahead.
they would flies over
Bro, you gotta
Libya,
fix your
Russia,
Metro
China.
PCS or your Boost Mobile. Your service is horrible.
That
You
ended up
gotta
getting
fix your
killed.
Boost Mobile. You gotta
So
fix your Metro PCS.
Okay, Xavier, I'm gonna have you come back up. I think Revenue's forehead leaned to the side and messed up the phone reception, but it's cool. But anyway, any last words, Revenue? Let me give you the last words.
Yeah, man, Tariq, I've been following you for a while, man. I love all the great works you done prior to this FBA thing, man. And hopefully James Small could or Leonard Jeffries or one of the elders could talk some sense back into you and you get on the right track.
Well, do you think we're gonna stop being foundational Black Americans? This is not one of them things that can be reversed. I want you to understand that. What do y'all think is gonna happen? It's one of them things that it's like the civil rights movement. You can't go back. This is some shit. This is the new norm. You gotta. You know,
You can self-identify yourself. I have no problem. But when you come with this rhetoric and these dangerous ideas
what's
to
why does it's dangerous to you because we're not letting you exploit us? It's only dangerous because we're not being exploited. And we're just not immigrants, dude. I mean, y'all can get mad about that. That's not going to make us immigrants. We didn't come from an immigrant background. This is our homeland. This is our shit. We've never been immigrants. And y'all got a bug in your ass about that, about us. Y'all want us to be immigrants with you. Y'all African too. Nah.
nah, we both 14th Amendment citizens of this country. So, you know,
We're
I think to fight global white supremacy, you have to unite. You can't defeat NATO and the African Union. I mean the European Union and these other white bodies that coalition together when you're pushing xenophobic ideas that could
That's
leave.
projection. No, 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 no. Y'all not gonna put that xenophobic shit on us when we are all types of Yanks, Akatas, beads. Stay away from them. Y'all not gonna do that. Y'all not gonna do that. Y'all been pushing
What's derogatory about
phobic towards us for years after we didn't help your ass. Though you talking about you a 14th Amendment citizen, that's because of us helping your ass. It's been a one-sided helping for the last 200 years. And enough is enough, not 200, but about 100 years. And enough is enough. We're tired of this one-sided ass coalition. It's time to pull your weight up. That's what we're saying to you. And telling you to pull your weight up and bring something to the table, that's not xenophobic. It's us trying to get you to stop being parasitic. So that's going to be the new norm. All right. Thank you so much. Yeah. Let's be very clear. These cats try to sit up here and make us immigrants like them. That's the real issue. Cats want us to be immigrants and we're not. And we've never been to with the Dred Scott decision. We were citizens. We've always been citizens here. That's why the Dred Scott decision the 14th Amendment had to come and knock that shit out the box. Foundational Black Americans were always recognized as citizens by several states. Free Black people had voting rights, property rights, legal protections. Free Black people had that. Foundational Black Americans, all up into the 1700s, we could vote in elections, the whole shebang. You had to be a citizen to do that. You couldn't vote if you were not a citizen. We were getting taxed. We would pay taxes. Taxation, that's a civic duty of citizenship. Free Black people were being taxed. We're paying taxes. Black people were fighting in all of the damn wars in order to fight in like the Revolutionary War and these other local militias and all of that. You had to be a citizen. The War of 1812, yeah, you had to be a citizen. Let's stop playing this game. In some places, there were foundational Black Americans before the Dred Scott decision holding public office. Yeah? Come on now. Let's just understand history here. Let's get Max. We got Max, the suspected white supremacist. This is one of Myron Gaines' people. What's up, Max? I haven't heard from you in a long time.
Making moves. I'm not begging for reparations like you. I'm out here making money. So it is.
Supremacists, what the fuck would you get reparations for? You've already got compensation unjustly. You don't. All right. Well, what's
I find it very funny that you're making fun of a guy from Africa because he's not American, but the only reason you're making fun of him is because he doesn't live among white people like you. Your whole identity, your whole culture is based off what?
I live around rich people, and you ain't one of them. You poor bitch.
I'm way richer than you.
God, you a poor trailer trash bitch, and you're mad at Black Daddy because I live in a rich neighborhood. Rich and white to me are not synonymous. That's what you're mad. I live in a rich neighborhood and you're in a trailer park scratching your ass eating a mayonnaise sandwich. And that's what you're upset about, ain't it? Huh?
Go band for band, bro. Go band for band, brokey. I got more followers than you.
Don't have nothing. That's why you always call me whining with your headlights encrusted ass. You whine to Black Daddy for clout. Nobody rocks with you. Nobody listens. You white supremacists are played out. You guys are lame and boring. You're falling off. Your birth rates are low. You're about to go extinct. You're trying to make robots of yourself. You're trying to get into transhumanism. You're over there making robo hunkies and you're trying to survive by any goddamn means. And you're mad at Black Daddy. All right.
You can't even have a debate without muting people. You're a
Well,
weak.
you are nobody to debate. I debate my equals, all others I teach, as good brother John Henry Clark says. You're nobody to debate. You're a low-life goofball white supremacist. You're a zero. And you're mad as hell because all the white women are bobbing. White women are bobbing down on soul poles, and that's what you mad about.
Your grandmother's white. Shut up.
Dude, stop it. You white supremacists start saying anything. You don't have anything, sir. You're an upset, failed white supremacist.
I make more
You
than
didn't even win at white supremacy. You don't even get enough tangibles as a white supremacist. You're just in your trailer park with your
I make more in a month than you make in a
you don't. No, you don't. You sit up there with your 4chan laptop sharing old, played out, corny, anti-black memes. So you're
go ban for ban. Go ban for ban. Loser delete.
to use our terms. Get banned for ban. You don't even sound right. You don't even sound right.
A loser deletes his account. Come
Stop
on.
it.
Come on. Where your nuts at? Where your grapefruits at? You're a coward.
Okay, calm your little mayonnaise encrusted ass down before that sulfur in your system starts boiling and that wet dog smell kicks in. All right. You're going
Take your
to
woman.
stank up the whole trailer. All right. Now get your ass in there and listen to
You a weak ass bitch, Tariq. You a weak ass.
get your ass in there and listen to some Bruce Springsteen and rub some damn chamomile lotion on your damn warts. Out of here. All right. Angry white supremacists mad at black daddy because your birth rates are struggling. All right. Sitting up there with a Filipino blow up doll doing some weird shit with your mail order bride having ass. You so mad at black daddy, y'all don't have the influence I have. You are low level white supremacists. All right. Man, y'all them white supremacists stay whining about me, trying to get some damn clout. I ain't giving you no clout. All right. Man, I think we had some pretty good conversations. With the last call, we get every now and then we get the little mapped out Mayo militia who calls in a little upset. But I think we had, boy, damn, we got a lot of people in there. I just looked up and saw the numbers. See, boy, these white supremacists can't get these kind of numbers every day. Look at them numbers, family. Y'all see them numbers up there? That's real shit right there. That's real influence. That's real love. That's that Majora spirit, ladies and gentlemen. Look at them numbers in the middle of the night. That's how we get down. You dig? And everybody listen, go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Everybody make a contribution to the Hidden History Museum. And we got a great book called Hidden Heroes from A to Z. Phenomenal book for children and young adults. Get that book. And also go to rootworkstyle.com to get the best deodorant on the planet, the only foundational Black American themed deodorant. Rootworkstyle.com. All right, I'm up out of here, guys. Puppy Akute Lulavuve to the family. Peace.
Hey y'all, I'm feeling fresh out here at the club. That's because I got my Rootwork deodorant on. Y'all need to get with the program and get your Rootwork at rootworkstyle.com.
I need some root work, baby, tonight. Ooh, I need some root work on me tonight. Ooh, I need some root work, baby, tonight. I need some root work on me tonight. Yeah, yeah. I need some root work on me tonight.